Oh my goodness gracious. Buongiorno, everybody. Every nyan. Die. How's everybody doing? You only played 2 Kirby games this year? Actually, I've played 4. Get it right. How's everybody doing? It's New Year's time. Hello, everyone. Hello, Spectra. Hello, Shiny. Hello, Juno. Hello, Watt. Hello, Nobody. Hello, Sunny. Hello, anyone who may be lurking. How are we doing? Stream's going to be a bit strange because I have a weird setup. I have my drawing screen set up instead of my second monitor. So I actually have to do everything in one monitor because we might, if we have time, we might do some art after we do stuff. So yo, we got the Christmas song from Epic Yarn. I love this song. I'm letting it play a bit. It's so good. It's so good. Hello La Fabienne. Hello Echo. 2026 in 2.5 hours. Oh yeah, that's right. It is almost 2026 in Europe. I probably need to text my friend in Spain soon. I'm in the middle of Limbus Company Gaming. Dude, I was watching a video yesterday. It was a 2-part video. I've only watched part 1 and a bit of part 2. About the polarity of gender in South Korea relating to gacha games, and it all started with like the video started with Limbus Company. Lala, welcome in. 21, 20, 20, 21, 21. Dude, if you add if you subtract the year by 21, and then you add 9 plus and then add 10, you get you get the real year. As a trans woman living in the middle of nowhere, your streams have been a great comfort. I'm very thankful I've discovered you this year. Dude, you're going to make me cry. I actually teared up a bit. What the hell? What the hell? Vale, thank you for the resub B. Welcome in. How the frick are you? I'm glad. It always makes me glad that I can provide literally any comfort at all to people with how things are right now. But yeah. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the thing. I can't remember the name of the channel. It was really good. Hold up. Because of the praise or because they're trans? Kind of like both. I mean, because, you know, it's relatable, right? You know, I'm a trans person in Georgia, right? So it's like, I understand that, like, need for some bit of, like, a comfort space or community. It's half of the reason I stream. I want to find this channel because it was really good. It was something Moon. It wasn't just called, like, Moon Station, was it? Moon Channel. It's literally called Moon Channel. I kept getting their video about why is K-On! So popular with Twitter Nazis. I kept getting that recommended to me. And last night I just wanted something interesting but somewhat like intellectually stimulating to watch. I was like, fuck it. I'll watch that one, and it was really good. And then in that video they mentioned gacha games and gender war. And I was like, okay. So I watched part 1. Dude, I was so proud though, because they go really into depth of like the history. Like they go back to like the Japanese colonization of Korea being opened up in the, you know, 1800s. And dude, I was so proud because there were so many times, because I just took a class on imperialism. Also, I've taken multiple like East Asian history classes. There were so many times where like they would start talking about some event in Korea. I'd be like, ah, yeah, that was that part. Like there was a part where they're like, yeah, after you know, Korea was forcefully opened up and attacked by American soldiers, there was a channel that there was a country, not a channel, there was a country that like, you know, like saw what happened to their neighbors and was preparing for like preparing, and I was like, oh, Japan, because they then started to adopt, you know, Western tactics of imperialism. And they go on to say, like, Japan started to adopt Western taxes of imperialism. I'm like, hell yeah. They're like, and that's when they went off to the island, or like when they tried inciting an attack, or not inciting, tried baiting an attack from Korean fire. And I was like, oh yeah, on the island of Kangwa, which led to the Treaty of Kangwa in 1886. And that all came up, and I'm like, let's fucking go. Or not 86, 76, sorry. 86 was during or right after? I don't remember. The Sino-Japanese War. First one. First? Yeah. Moon Channel, I saw the video. Mooney goes really into history. A lot of videos, even War Thunder one. It's really cool. I like it. If I ever did video essays, that's what I would like want to do. Probably going to go already because we got guests over, but I want to say hi. Hope you all have a happy new year. Well, thank you for stopping by. I hope you have fun. Off to a high taco. Anyway, what are we doing? What are we doing today? We are doing a tier list today. That is what we are doing. So let's go ahead and do that. Hollywood stars and celebrities. What do they do? Do they do things? Let's find out. Here we are. Hold on, I need to, whoop, there we go. All right, so here's our tier list. I clicked the wrong window. God damn, hold up. Fuck, I keep clicking the wrong window. There we go. All right. Okay. So here are our games. So I don't know if every game I've played this year is on here. These are all the ones I could remember. But yeah. So we are just going to tier them, and I'm going to talk about them. Let's talk about that. So hold on. First of all, we got to make some new tiers. It's time to make some new tiers. Add a row above. Let's add 2. Okay, because there's 2 specific tiers I like to make. The Robobot music. So the first one is Game of the Year of 2025, and then the other one is going to be Game of the Year from prior years. Because I like choosing a Game of the Year from both games that came out this year, or games that I personally played but came out before. Uma section will be controversial. I can feel it. I feel like I'm going to be pretty fair about Uma, but maybe people who like Uma will be upset about it. I can already see a game that's going to get its ass beat in the quote retweets. I'm curious which one. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Sliding to say hi, gonna be busy the rest of the day though. Damn. I hope you enjoy your New Year's at least. Also, we're just gonna make these the same color, whatever. All right, so we gotta specify what tiers we're talking about, right? So S tier, this is like it's peak. S tier is just the peak tier, the speak tier, if you will, right? Maybe I'll go more into like what this means. A tier is going to be amazing, but has one major flaw that drags it down. So like basically this means if it wasn't for like one major issue with it, it would be an S tier. B tier is going to be great, but nothing extraordinary. Is that how you spell extraordinary? It's extraordinary, right? C tier. C tier is going to be just not for me. Not that it's good or bad, it just simply is not my cup of tea. D tier is going to be eh. And then we got one more tier below. Oh wait, whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Meant to put it below. And this is going to this tier is going to be the harsh one. Fundamentally, you piss me off. Fundamentally, you piss me off. This is basically more tiers. This is basically like, I just think fundamentally as a game, it sucks. It's not even like a matter of, oh, I didn't really like it. It wasn't very fun. Just like, there are issues that just, like the fundamental design of your game makes me hate it. Anyway, let's start. Oh, wow. Okay. This is a really hard one right off the bat, actually. I know where Unbeatable is going. Yeah, unfortunately. I won't spoil it, but I want to kind of jump around because I want to keep things interesting, because I just realized at the end of the tiers are like games that I don't have a lot to say. So you know what? Let's just like throw all these in here. We'll do that. I just kind of want to like. There we go. There we go. I'm just kind of like clicking and flicking around tiers, like games that I'm like, I don't think will be too interesting if they're at the beginning or end. Okay, Bravely Default. So we played, God, probably like 30 hours of this on stream and didn't finish it. This is a really hard one because it's like, based on all of these, it's hard to say because like fundamentally from a storytelling perspective, pisses me off. The story of this game is so unbelievably ass that it makes me want to pull my hair out. But the gameplay, especially if like for a turn-based RPG, like it's one of the most fun turn-based RPGs I've played. So I'm like, fuck, man. So it's like if it was the gameplay alone, it would be an A, but the story is an F. So I almost want to say it's a C, just not for me, or meh. I think we need to make more tiers. Hold up, we need to make more tiers. E is meh, D is just not for me. There's C tier. Okay. Okay, more tiers, more tiers. We're making more tiers, everybody. Hold up. C tier is going to be like half great, half ass. There we go. And like half of it is really good. Like the gameplay is great, but God, the story is so horrible. See, now we gotta do these colors too. Hold up. So I think for now, as strong pros and strong cons. Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Halo 3! Bro, I'm afraid it's peak. I love Halo 3 so much. Oh my god, I love Halo 3 so much. Me and Sora streamed this like 2 weeks ago, I think. The campaign's great. I am not a first-person shooter person. And man, I just loved it, man. It's great. Halo 3. True, dude, true. It's just a great game, man. Like I don't really have much to say about it. It's just like the level design's great. The campaign's fun as hell. Well, you know, I want to put it down in A because I did just remember like how much the last act of the game does kind of suck. Like me and Sora were so ready for the game to end after we finished the Covenant level. And then we're like, fuck, we gotta do Cortana. And I was like, well, at least, in my head, I was like, at least we have the final level to do. And then we did the final level, and I was like, man, this is way less, like, this is way more underwhelming than I remember. Even the chase at the end is kind of like Sora even said when we were streaming, she was like, I feel like this doesn't have as much, like, impact as the final escape sequence in Halo 1 does. Because it feels like it was kind of just put in there for, like, the aura. And I'm like, yeah, honestly. So I think I'd put it in A. And this is just talking about campaign. I don't care about multiplayer. If it was, it would probably be the same tier regardless. The multiplayer is S tier, but then it gets dragged down to A because the major flaw is people calling you slurs online. Ooh, we're already getting into this one, are we? Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to talk about Expedition 33. We all know where it's going. Fundamentally, you piss me off. So here's the thing, is this is going to come across, like, because currently, I've talked about this, we are in a climate where, it's like, you either think this is the worst game to ever be made, or it's the best game to ever be made. There's no nuance to the discussion. And I almost want to put it in half great, half ass. But half great, half ass, this implies that it's like... This implies that the good parts of the game are amazing, but they're not. The good parts of the game are good, and the ass parts of the game are horrible. So I feel like that balances out to just fundamentally you piss me off. Chronic Pain, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. The story is okay. The set pieces are cool. The music is phenomenal. The music is S tier. That's like the only S tier thing about this game. The visuals aren't great. Unreal Engine 5 moment. The acting's phenomenal. Dude, I want to be real. It shocks me how few people talk about the marvel-as dialogue writing this game has, though. It's really not fantastic. But fundamentally you piss me off. What fundamentally pisses me off? The parry mechanic. There is only one way to play this game. It's a turn-based RPG where you were expected to build your characters and do things, or to do things in your own way, but there is only one right option, and that is to parry everything. If you miss a parry, you die. If you survive, you don't do jack shit of damage with your regular attacks because you do 10 times the amount by parrying. Also, every enemy attacks you 5 times per their turn. Not a turn, their turn. In other words, you can have up to 5 enemies. Each enemy attacks you like 5 times. To succeed, you need to properly parry 25 times per turn, give or take. Probably more, because I only got halfway through the game. Fuck, man. It's horrible. Like, the parry mechanic's horrible. And that alone puts you in F. Fundamentally, you piss me off. Pilot, welcome in. How are you? Not to get into it, but their Gen AI usage seems to have been used open source library at that Gen AI in it. No, what it was, based on what I've read, and I do want to talk about this a bit, because, yeah, for those who don't know, it got disqualified at the Indie Game Awards for Gen AI usage. In my opinion, it should have been disqualified for the fact that I don't think it should qualify as an indie game, because it's, a bunch of AAA devs making a smaller studio, but, like, I don't know. It would be like if, no, that's exaggerating. I was about to say something, but that's unrealistic, so I'll stick to what I'm saying instead. But yeah, so the Gen AI, what happened was, I think they said 2020, they saw that it was coming up and that people might, like, start using it, and they're like, let's try this out. They started doing it, and then we're like, nah, this ain't for us. And then they went back to doing other stuff. But that said, the placeholders made it into the whole, like, the end game, so I'm kind of like, I don't know how true that is. There's probably more to talk about there. And even then, while I can at least give them the graces to say, I get it, there was an uncertain future about what this technology was, I feel like more research should have been done before adopting it and trying to adopt it in the first place. Granted, not as much information was out 3 years ago with how much Gen AI does, but it was there. And it also overlooks what, in my opinion, is the most annoying thing about this conversation. The issue that, it's creatively debilitating to use Gen AI. It's overlooking one of, if not the most important aspects of making a creative project, which is the concept stage. And it's like you're kind of giving up the most important part to having an easy workaround, which I think is more important of a argument than saying, than just saying, like, well, we didn't have AI before, so why do we have to use it now? I don't think that's a good argument, because that's the same argument people said about, like, CG in movies, or like that's the argument people make about all new technology in a creative field, You have, like, animation, right? It's like, well, we didn't need to use computers for animation before. We just used papers and, cell sheets. And it's like, yeah, but that doesn't mean we should just disregard this new technology. I don't think that's a fair argument to just say, we didn't have AI before, we don't need it now. I think instead you should talk about, why is AI problematic? Not just the fact that it exists is problematic, but why is its existence is problematic? Obviously, the ecological implications of its use are horrible. And like I said, I feel like it's a crutch to that's just going to dilute and weaken the concept stage of creative projects, which is already kind of in a crisis right now because everything's fucking boring. But yeah, that's my 2 cents on it. It's a bunch of AAA devs making a game at the very least AA money. Yeah. I watched someone play without using parries or dodges. They had to cheese 5 minutes in to get past the first boss. That is a fundamental flaw. That's crazy. If it was early with what little was found, then generally not the end of the damn world, at least personally. If you do AI now, then fuck off. Fucking around early stages is eh. It's a thing where, like, I can at least understand where they're coming from. I still don't agree with it, but it's not going to get me in a tizzy. But that said, it is odd that they immediately were like, yeah, we don't fuck with this, we're cutting it out, but then still made it into the end game. From what I read, they used a placeholder texture from the UE5 library, and they had obviously Gen AI textures, but I could be off. I didn't see anything about that, but it could just be a thing that I kind of just stopped following it all because both sides were pissing me off. Because it was one side trying to be like, oh, AI is happening anyway, just get used to it. And it's like, all right, you know, our president's Hitler. We might as well let him, you know, put us in camps. It's going to happen anyway. Like, shut the fuck up. You know, we should strive for better. But then the other side is just like, it's bad because AI. I don't know why AI is bad. I'm too concerned with sounding like a good person with good morals that I'm thinking about that more than I'm thinking about my own principles, and they don't actually talk about why it's bad. So, Pretzel, welcome in. You have actually put me off playing this game because the game should never ask me to parry anything ever. Literally, like, I was annoyed at the term slop and like parry slop. I'm like, okay, I get it. And then I played Expedition 33 and went, oh my god. No, like this is like the definition of parry slop. Holy fuck. Be a good person for your own principles, not the optics. Absolutely. That's a really good way to put it. Before we do art, assuming we can, I will have to take a food break. I've been really, like, hungry, lady. I thought Expedition 33 had For Honor type gameplay. I had no idea it was an RPG. Yeah, it's a turn-based RPG. Slava's funny once in a while. It's just overused as shit, for sure. I beat the Dark Souls trilogy without parrying a single time. It's an RPG that wanted to be a rhythm game. I've heard it called... no, I don't think that's fair. I've seen people give it shit for the real-time action commands, but it's like, I actually think that's the better things that the game did. I wish more turn-based RPGs did that. There's a reason even people who hate turn-based RPGs love the Mario RPGs, because reaction commands are fucking fun. But, the way I put it is, imagine if you played Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door, but you could only beat the game by super guarding everything. You know, it's like, and because like Thousand Year Door has a very simple but effective guard system. There's the guard and there's the super guard. Guard, easy to pull off, but only subtracts your damage by 1. Super guard, very hard to pull off. Like, it's a lot more, this timing's way more specific, but you take 0 damage no matter what. And if it's a physical attack, they take 1 damage, right? It's great. You know, there's a risk and reward, and super guard's really hard to do. You're not expected to really do it hardly at all, unless you're really good at the game. Expedition 33 right out the gate is like, no, you need to super guard everything. And most enemies in Paper Mario attack once, maybe twice at most. Literally once. Like, I think maybe, I think the only one is Thousand Year Door. The final boss has a move where she increases her turn. Oh, no. There's multiple bosses. There's multiple bosses that increase their turn order. The Tubba, not Tubba Blubba, that's 64. Grubba. Grubba does that, doesn't he? Grubba and the Shadow Queen are the only ones I remember, though. Yakuza Like a Dragon did reaction commands, too. Yeah. The way I see it's Paper Mario AAA visuals. Yeah. So, which, like, that was a thing, is I saw someone being like, dude, the pairing is stupid in Expedition 33. And then I read, like, their thread, and they're like, the fact that you can do damage on the enemy's turn is dumb. And I'm like, you literally have no, like, don't know anything about game design. Like, you don't have a brain. And when someone replied with, like, I mean, literally the Mario games did it. They replied with, yeah, and those are kids games. And I'm like, you are literally an elitist prick at that point. It's like you have no respect for games because to you it's only whatever ones make you look intellectually superior, apparently. So that person about the poison status effect. True! Actually, that's a good point. I didn't think about that. Anyway, let's move on. Hollow Knight, I don't have much to say about this. It's not for me. I need to specify... I want to put that in parentheses. Not bad. It's just not for me. Hollow Knight is just not for me. It's a fine game. I would even go as to say it is objectively a phenomenal game. It's just not for me. The aesthetics aren't really for me. I'm not into like the gloomy, almost monochromatic, like black and white vibes. And I'm just not, I don't like doing the same thing over and over. I don't like refighting bosses. It's the same reason I never got into Souls games. I don't like repeating stuff over and over. It gets me frustrated. I think Metroid Dread has been like the best game for me in terms of like bosses that take multiple attempts. Because Metroid Dread, it's like a boss would take me multiple attempts, but like I would beat a boss within like 15 minutes of retries. If I'm doing the same boss for like over half an hour, I'd rather die. Yeah, I think you're right. Why did that go up? Hello? I think maybe you're right. This should be C, and then D should be half great, half ass. Let's fix that. Because, yeah, that probably does make more sense. Can you believe Power World devs are making legally distinct Hollow Knight too? I did not know that, actually. It's a good game. You just need a good sense of direction. Yeah, I didn't care for the map. That was a big issue I had. It's a very me issue. I love Metroid's maps. Give me the boxes with very clear parameters. The drawn map threw me off so much. Every time there were two paths right next to each other in Hollow Knight, I would go over one thinking it, or I would go into one thinking it was like the one, or no, I would go into the one over. Okay, say I'm on the right and there's two paths on the left, one closer to me, one further away. I would go in the one further away thinking it was the one closer to me because they were like, the way they were drawn on the map was just like they were too close and didn't make much sense to me. I like the simpler, like tile-based maps in Metroid. They're a lot easier to read, in my opinion. I've been fully checked out on Power World's devs, everything about the game. I've learned about the games against my will. Scrubbin, hello, Happy New Year. I forgot if I said. Galaxies, welcome. Hello, hello. But yeah, Power World's a joke. Like, I understand people hate Pokemon. I do too. I hate Game Freak, but like, y'all really gotta like step off the Kool-Aid, because like, listen, I know you hate Pokemon, but like, let's be so for real about the plagiarism, man. Let's be so absolutely for real. Hamtaro. Dong, I'm gonna be real. I think it's half great, half ass. I hate to say it, but I think Hamtaro Ham Heartbreak is half great, half ass. Because as Hamtaro, and it's so cute and so fun, but my god, the gameplay is just trial and error bullshit, and the amount of times you backtrack because nothing makes sense, it's scary. Pokemon has lost me with recent entries in Power World. Looks like it also sucks eggs. Yeah. Streamer hate Pokemon, unfollow. I don't hate Pokemon in a vacuum. I just hate current Pokemon and the company that makes it. I like Pokemon and I want it to be better. Is the plagiarism that bad? It's pretty bad. People will try to pretend that it's not. It is. Half Hamtaro, half Heartbreak. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a shame, because this game, it's like aesthetically, everything art-wise, you know, the sprite art, the story, the characters are all cute and fun, but the gameplay is just like, oh my god, it was draining. Like that second stream, the second half killed me. Interesting, your thoughts on Legends ZA later? Honestly, I feel like it's probably gonna be underwhelming. Bring back Gen 5. I miss 2D games. I understand why they don't do them anymore, like the amount of labor it would take, but like honestly, God, Pokemon used to have so much sauce. Curious to see where ZA lands since I completely skipped those streams to avoid spoilers. Should we just do ZA now? We could do ZA now. Let's do Halo 2 and then ZA maybe. Oh, we need a new tier actually. Well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. We need to keep the flow of the stream. Halo 2. Honestly, like, I think all the Halo games are just going to be, like, right next to each other. It doesn't really have a major flaw that drags it down is the thing, though. Yes, it does. I don't like the Arbiter levels, which is a shame because I love the Arbiter. The Flood in this game does suck, actually. Hate that capitalism encourages companies to try less when they do well. Yep, and people will just keep buying it because it's Pokemon. I was part of the problem. I bought ZA, but unless the next Pokemon game looks amazing, I'm not going to get it. I'm done with it. But yeah, Pokemon does need to try again for sure. Shinies were also just a tiny bit more distinct. I cannot tell the difference between a normal and shiny model Gengar. It's because the shading sucks. I don't get why, like, Sword and Shield was so vibrant. Like, it's not the best looking game, but, like, it was vibrant. You know, the colors were nice, even though the textures were low res, you know. It was still, like, it like, was appealing to the eye in terms of, like, the eye-catchiness of the color palettes. And then after that, they're like, we're just going to make every game really fucking, like, dull and washed out. Because, like, Legends Arceus was dull. Not as dull as Scarlet Violet, but still. Shell, welcome in. How do you do? Uma Musume better be amazing. Oh. People are not going to like me when we get to Uma Musume. Well, I don't know. Like I said, I think it's fair, but... Then Scarlet Violet is just, like... It looks like... when you're in elementary school and you paint your clay sculpture, but they don't put it into the furnace yet to make it glossy. So it's just that, like, dry, muted color of what you actually want. And then ZA was, like, a bit more colorful. But, like, Sword and Shield genuinely is my favorite looking Pokemon game on the Switch games, just because the colors aren't bland. Gold chip curb stomp their head. No! Visual design, OST, the major creative part has been Pokemon saving grace right now, I feel. Oh, for sure. Little Goody Two Shoes. This is why we need a new tier. This is why we need a new tier. This is question mark tier. I need to play more to form an opinion. I streamed Little Goody Two Shoes. This was like right before Uma. Right before Uma. And people found my content. I streamed Little Goody Two Shoes once. I played it for 3 or 4 hours and I fucking loved it. Based on what I played, I think it would be an S or A tier. But I need to play more. So, and I'm thinking, honestly, I kind of want to play it early next year, maybe. Scarlet Violet looks like Sonic 06. Don't disrespect Sonic 06 like that. The still cooking tier. Pretty much, yeah. I love Uma, but people glaze it too much. The anime is way better than the games. Oh my god, yes. I was literally talking about this with Sora and Taco the other night, where I'm like, it was unfortunate, like, watching the anime, waiting for Uma to come out, and having all the characters be really, like, deep, or not really deep. The main characters are, but side characters not as much. The characters being really, like, engaging and moving, and then playing the game and be like, oh, they're just, like, one archetype. Like, watching Cinderella Grey and be like, holy shit, Ogody Cap is so sick. And then you play the game, and it's like, every scene with her is just she's hungry. I'm like, damn. That's unfortunate. That's like a lot of them. She eat those food and has the plushie, yeah. Wow, there's a lot of whatchamacallit, epic yarn music in this playlist, but good. Uma's a good gacha game, nothing that much more. Yeah, that's how I see it. It's a good gotcha game, but it's still a gotcha game, right? Game Teo is genuinely lobotomized. I like Teo in the game, actually. Power World, if it had RC smooth animation, would boost it from A to S, in my opinion. I have zero respect for Power World, just creatively. Also, so here's, okay, this is a weird one to put in this tier. I need to play more to form an opinion. Tales of Vesperia. Y'all know the Tales of series is one of my favorite series on the planet. Rest in peace, Tales of Arise killed you. I love the Tales of series. Tales of Vesperia used to be my favorite game of all time back in middle school. I started playing it like over the summer, and then school started and I fell out of it. And it is a game that hasn't aged amazing. So even though this would have been like S tier 5-10 years ago, I need to finish playing the game to give it an actual concrete idea. I don't like how they treat her injury in the game. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, but it's like, what are they going to do? Not let you play the game for the rest of her career, right? It's kind of like, eh. So yeah, like currently I think it would be A because it's an amazing game, but it just hasn't aged well. That's really the major flaw. It just like, it looks like shit. I'll just say it. It looks like shit, man. All right, let's get ZA out of here. Legends ZA. We are putting it in meh tier. It is all around, let's say all around meh. Because half great, half ass. At least there's goodness to this. There is nothing good about this game. It's not the worst thing I've ever played, but it is subpar in every single way. The story sucks ass. The gameplay is fun for a few hours, but the game is much more than a few hours long. The characters suck ass. All around bad. All around meh, all around bad. Yeah, just all around meh. Like, it's... Yeah, I don't know. It's just like, I really don't have much to say other than it's another Pokemon game where they didn't give a shit about anything they did in it. If there's any saving grace, it's the first time I thought Megas looked kind of cool. Oh, don't get me wrong, I had a blast for like the first 2 streams I did of this, and then I was like, fuck, I got 20 hours left of this. I think the wild zones suck. The wild zones, honestly, the more I think about it, the more I might put it in fundamentally you piss me off, because the wild zones are literally like the worst shit. Because like Legends Arceus, it was like you had an open level to where you can kind of like work around if you get caught. At wild zones, you walk in, you immediately get caught because there's no hiding places or anything. And then you just get gangbanged by every Pokemon until you leave. Actually, I thought the characters are really fun, so that's surprising. I mean, they all have a unique trait. I think the main 4 fucking blow. I think Urbane sucks. The dancing girl, I don't even remember her name, has nothing to her character. And like, if they cut her out of the story, nothing would change. Naveen has he's a one-note character with a really forced a gap moe. I like the buff guy. I like Gwen. I thought the E-girl was interesting enough. I didn't really care for anyone else. Emma was fun, but she's in it for like 5 minutes. I'm trying. Who else is even in the game? The Team Flare people are stupid. Again, like so much of it, I'm just like, Jasant is a baddie. She's a fucking she's a bourgeois bitch. I hate her. Corbo's attractive, but he is like a debtor. That's also another issue I have with it. Listen, unfortunately, being a leftist is not being able to enjoy any media because it's all written by liberals. is, Corbo is a fucking debtor. And then they're just like, oh no, he's a debtor who's doing good things by economically exploiting people. Fuck you, man. That's not how it works. If Mao Zedong were here, he'd be the first motherfucker with his head chopped off. Just saw it too. And then they're like, oh, no. The wild zones and the mega evolutions, it's not the CEO's fault. It's some mayor that we never even bring up, like show you. He's not even a part of the story. Just know that the CEOs are not bad guys. So it's like, nah, it's like literally, I don't know. I hated how much like shit was whitewashed in that game. And the fact that like motherfuckers will try to convince you that it was all like a deeper nuanced plot by Game Freak to make some sort of like political statement. You need to read a book. For the love of God, please read a book. Like, please engage in media that's not a video game. Just for like a week, because oh my god, you think Game Freak, the pinnacle? Hi Jordan, welcome in. You think the pinnacle of people are gonna buy our shit, we don't have to try because we're a big corporation with the #1 grossing franchise in the whole world, is going to make some sort of left-wing political commentary? Fuck you, man. Don't piss me off, man. See, it's such a trust us. We big corp are good for real, and it's every other big figure's fault. Exactly. No, like it's like it is pointing fingers at other people to blame. That's what the story of the game is. It fucking sucks. Hobby, welcome in. There are like 5 games ever that come close to being narratively as strong as a good book. Nah, I don't agree with that. I will say. I will say it's a bit of a touchy subject because it's like people are very quick to say that like games in general don't have good storytelling, and I'm like, if you play more than just like AAA games, you can find a lot. Jason's a great character, not a good person. She's fun. And that's the thing, is like all the characters I like in the game, it's like, oh, they're fun, but they're not really characters. They just have a trait that I find charming in some way. You know, this guy's buff and dumb. I like him. This guy's fruity and short and has a short temper. Oh, that's fun. This girl's a bubbly sadist. Oh, that's fun. But like, what are their motivations as characters? What do they believe in? What are they fighting for? Who gives a shit? They're just going to be there because they have a cute design when you're fighting the bad guy. They have nothing to do with it. There's really no reason for them to give a shit about you or anything that's going on, because you have no connection with them, because each of them got about 10 minutes of screen time throughout the entire 30-hour game. I won't lie, the more people defend this game, the more I want to put it in F tier. Just to be a bit counterculture. I say as if hating Pokemon isn't the cool thing to do right now. Anyway, Infinity Nikki, meh. There's really nothing to say. It sure is an open world with things in it. You can turn your brain off for a couple hours and have fun with it, dress up in cute outfits, but it's just... eh. See, that's the thing, is like, I don't think ZA is even fun. I think it's fun for like 5 hours. It has a gameplay style that's fun for 5 hours, but you are expected to engage with it for 100. 30 if you're like me and only play the main game. 100 if they expect you to actually do the post game and like grind. Scalpers would disagree with your statement about Pokemon. Well, that's because they benefit from it. They don't actually believe in it. They just know where the money at. Infinity Nikki fundamentally pisses me off. I honestly did not play it enough. Baldi's Basics. Yo, now we're talking about, we're finally talking about good games. Holy fuck. This is a great game. It's nothing extraordinary, but it's fun. Good gameplay loop, a fun aesthetic. Honestly, just charming all around. The mixed media characters are fun. All the new game modes they added are really fun. Like, it's not going to blow your mind, but it's fun. It's a simple, fun game. I would argue one of the best things to come out of Mascot Horror. It is fully self-aware and not in an obnoxious meta-narrative way, but in a way that just makes you actually, like, you see Baldi and you can't but smile. He's just a lovable guy. Baldi is one of said 5 games that are narratively as strong as a good book. So true, actually. Final Fantasy VII. I forgot I played this for 5 hours this year. I included it because I didn't do this list last year because I wasn't really doing content and I was also in Japan for half the year, so I didn't have enough to talk about. But I did play through a lot of Final Fantasy games last year. I played 7 for the first time. I played through all of 7 for the first time, 9 and 12, and then I started 6. And I replayed 7. I did 2 streams of it this year. And then just dropped it because I wasn't feeling it. And it was one of those things where it was right before Uma. That's a fucked up thing about this channel. You know, there's BU and AU before Uma, after Uma. And basically, like, my commitment to games skyrocketed after Uma. Because I'm like, oh shit. Because before it's like, oh, I'm not really feeling this game. I only have 1 viewer anyway. And that's me with my Twitch open. Like, my Twitch preview open. No one's going to miss it. What about PU? You smell. PU. But like now I'm like, oh, if people watch a game I play, it almost is going to be enjoyable nonetheless. So I feel like if I started streaming this literally a month later, we probably would have been finishing Final Fantasy VII right now. But alas, that said, peak, Final Fantasy VII is a genuine masterpiece. It is so good. Is of the devil on the list. It's supposed to be. Is it not here? I made an image for it. I don't know why it's not here. Hold on. Thank you for bringing that up. It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be, but it's not. I made an image. Where is it? Hold up. Jordan, welcome in. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Did I, like, save the... Okay, hold on. I gotta add it. Oh, I did mean to mention, by the way. I did mean to mention that there are a couple games on here that I just didn't put on because we played so little of them. It was like, I don't have much to say about it. Like Paper Mario, we did for 1 stream. I wasn't feeling it. And it wasn't even like the original game anyway. So I was like, I might as well just not include it, you know. Hold on, I'm making an image for Of the Devil right now. Do 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 bum 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 bum. Oh, I just realized what this fucking song is. No, free me. We need to skip this. I'm getting PTSD. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Fuck. Where was it? There we go. Sorry. For those who don't know, that was the drum dash music, the DDD drum dash. If only we played more Style Savvy. That's another game. Style Savvy is not like gone. I just haven't been feeling it. Those types of games I have to be in the mood for, and I just simply haven't been. But thankfully, on like a story game, I don't really like need to be that committed to it. Hold on, I'm still making this image. I'm sorry. I'm like taking way longer than I should. I'm trying to overlay that specifically. We're talking about episode 0 of the devil. There we go. Anyway, Final Fantasy VII is iconic for a reason. Absolutely. Final Fantasy VII is a phenomenal game. Sorry, I got distracted because I wasn't doing this. So yeah, Final Fantasy VII. Amazing story, amazing characters for the most part. And honestly, they're all great. It's just some of them don't stick in the mind as much. Music's phenomenal. World building's phenomenal. Music's phenomenal. I already said music's phenomenal. Gameplay's phenomenal. Materia is one of the coolest systems to ever fucking exist. The amount of the technical wizardry they had to do without like to keep the game cinematic with how limited they were is like actually mind-blowing. It is so fucking good in like every way. Just want to pop in for a second. XOXO to everyone. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. You're probably already gone by now, but Happy New Year. They still had to fit it all into 3 discs, but holy shit, yeah. It's brain popcorn to me anyways. Oh, is that referring to Style Savvy? Because yeah, kind of same. Alright, Halo 1. Definitely like it's the lowest of the 3. It kind of goes descending order. Major flaws, it's just old, man. it's janky. Still a phenomenal game though. I don't really have much to say about it. Ooh, this game. Fire Emblem The Blazing Blade. Where do I put this? This is hard. Where do I put this? I don't want to say just not for me. Maybe it's just not for me. I don't know. Where do I put this? Because it's like the story is good. The characters are good. Even though, like, as the game goes on, this is what every Fire Emblem game goes through. Only 5 of them exist in the story anymore by the time you're toward the end. But goddamn, it's just way too fucking long, man. So it's like, that makes me think, like, because that sounds like amazing, but as a major flaw, it brings it down. But the thing is, the good part, I wouldn't call amazing. I'm just like, yeah, it's fine. Just not for me. Maybe it's just not for me. I think it's just not for me. Because I love Fire Emblem. Not as much as I used to, I've learned, but I don't know. Yeah, I think it's just not for me. What if it was called Freaky Emblem and Roy was a weird little guy? Could you imagine? Also, hi Mustel. How have you been? Greatest game of all time coming up. Are we talking about Kirby? I hope we're not. I hope we're not talking about Kirby. Because guys, I have something to admit. Triple Deluxe is only an A tier. I moved yesterday and I hurt. Damn, that's fucked up. Oh, dude, Moostel, you existing in chat. I almost said you existing. I realized that sounded so mean. Like, that implies that I forgot you existed. No, you being in chat reminds me. I really want to play Disgaea soon. I might play, like, one of the Disgaea games in the new year. Not super soon, because I gotta finish Metaphor, and then we're going to do Tales of Berseria, but maybe, like, later on. I want to play Disgaea 4, because it has that cute short-hair pink girl. Hold on. I want to look up the character. I actually don't even know her name. But I want to give Disgaea another shot. There we go. Ah! Oh! I forgot that I was screen sharing. Well, there she is. Is there porn on screen? Are we good? Okay, thank God. I was not thinking. Holy fuck. But yeah, this girl. I hope nothing like cringe came up when I started searching on Google. Nobody clip that, please. But yeah, she's cute. I want to play the game she's in. All right. What are we doing? I fucking keep minimizing the wrong window. Okay, there we go. Monster Hunter Rise. Yeah, it's peak, man. I've played this game like every year since it came out. I honestly probably shouldn't even included it in this list. And I did play it a lot this year, but like probably the most I've played it since the year it came out. But it's just a good ass game. I don't have much to say about it because I've already said a lot about it in the past. But I love Monster Hunter Rise. It's a good game. All right, Metaphor, Refantagio. We have only gotten, what, 15 hours, 12 hours, 6 or 7 hours into this game. I think I need to play more to form an opinion. I don't think that's a crazy thing to say. I'm Alan Rise is not as bad as the other realistic looking games, but I prefer the older games overall. I prefer the newer ones for sure. I like Rise and I liked Wild. World, eh. How would you rate Metaphor if it was only... Huh? I'm so confused. What does that... Galaxy? Oh, Gallica. Oh, I'm fucking stupid. Probably 11 out of 10. Maybe even Game of the Year. Not even 15, I think. Yeah, that's right, because the third stream, I got sick and had to stop like 2 hours in. But yeah, so it's a game we need more. Currently, I think it would be like A tier based on what I've seen. Gameplay is good. Hasn't really like blown my mind in any way. But God, that opening is just really bad, man. Like the opening is insanely bad. Metaphor, did you look in the mirror? Oh, got it. That's rude. That's mean. Kirby Air Riders! I don't even need to say. I don't even need to say. We all know it. We all knew it was coming. This isn't news to anybody. I've literally been saying it since the game came out. That, this is my game of the year. I love Air Riders. I've waited 20 years for this game, and it paid off. Was that this guy a Rule 34 in the search bar? It was Donboru. And I will say I was actually... So here's the thing. It was Donboru. But I was looking for art reference. Because I like how the way the artist does line art and colors. And I will be the first person to admit if there was porn in the search bar. I'd be the first person to admit it. And the reason I know this is because after I found that out, I went quiet because I went and typed this guy into my search bar in another window again to make sure nothing incriminating came up. And it was Donboru, and it's because I was looking for I was looking for art reference because I like the artist a lot. It was actually, well, it was Disgaea, but then it was also Uma Musume, but I was looking for concept art. Why would there be porn in the search bar? Use incognito? Because I didn't know 10 years ago when I said, well, who cares? You know, it's like if someone sees it, I'm not embarrassed that I look at porn. Everybody does it. And then I didn't realize 10 years later it would potentially pop up on stream on twitch.tv/Yooree but live. I'm sorry that I didn't have foresight when I was 15 years old, man. Or 17. Oh my God, I'm 27. Fuck. I forgot my age for a second. Anyway, Air Riders is Game of the Year of 2025. Unbeatable! I am so sad about this. But fundamentally, you piss me off. Fundamentally, you piss me off, and I'm so sad. I was so excited for this game. I was ready to love it. I was ready to love it, man. And I just hated it. I hated it so much. I ranted about this. We had a 2-hour Metaphor stream the other day that got ended early. I think an hour of that was me standing still ranting about how annoyed I was at this game. It could have had so much sauce. The little sauce it does have, rhythm mechanics, you know, the 2D animation, the music set pieces, if it just had another year in the oven, those could at least like bring it up a little bit. But like the rhythm mechanics are just not well communicated at all. They really throw you to the wolves immediately, expecting you to like know what's going on. The story sucked. It was so incoherent. Did you play more off stream? I didn't. I didn't have time. I've been drawing all the time. Everyone in that game felt a little too mean and made me not like the characters as much. Yes, dude! I'm assuming no other stream for it. Nah. Evie, welcome in. How do you do? It wasn't a good stream. It was that might have been the worst stream I've done in a long time. Like, I don't think anybody was having fun, man. Because 2 hours of the game was just us doing, like, the same mundane shit with characters that, like, they didn't really let us get to know at all in, like, the prison sequence. They were just there, but we didn't really know anything about them other than this girl's always angry for some reason. This guy's really mellow. This girl's really snarky. And then they're like, oh, but she knows how to break out of here. Why hasn't she broken out? Why did she wait until now to break us out and not break out herself? We're not going to talk about that. It's convenient for the plot. I've enjoyed the story after watching a full playthrough, but I think it's an awful stream game. Yeah, like, I do still want to play more off stream. And I don't know, if I do, maybe in next year's tier list, we'll put, whatchamacallit, we'll put it up higher if I do end up doing that, but I did not like it. I hated every minute I played it. I was really upset. Currently melting is 100 degrees Fahrenheit here. Where do you live? Southern Hemisphere, equator? Or are we all truly going to die to climate change in 2 weeks? Air Riders Game of the Year, we know that's right. Hell yeah! Yerp, yerp! There are more games that have someone in a prison who knows how to escape but don't do it till the protagonist shows up. Yeah, and it's bad! That is, like, again, it's lack of clarity of a character's motives. I don't like it when the other games do it either. It's dumb as shit. Dude, they've done it like... They've done it like 3 times in Yakuza, and it's been like the worst part of every game. They will not give Saejima a good arc, man. In the South, yes, festive times we melt here. Damn. How's the list going? Apparently, I hate video games. So, that's kind of how it's going. But yeah, I just, yeah, an American, when someone talks about living in the Southern Hemisphere, where do you live? Anyway, Monster Hunter Wilds. This game good as fuck when you don't got a bitch in your ear telling you it sucks dick. My god. This game kind of rips. It is almost an S tier, but it just... the story was just... I didn't care. The story was there for the sake of story, and I wasn't engaged, and I kept getting pissed off at, like, how often I was kept from hunting monsters and having fun to do some fuck-ass story I didn't care about. You should play 4 or 5. They're both really good. I actually played 5 when it came out for PS4 way back, like 10 years ago. Couldn't get into it. The Disgaea games gameplay just wasn't for me. That's why I want to give them another shot, though. But I've heard 4 is really good, so I might try and get that next time it goes on sale. Saints Row 2 as well. Saints Row 2 did have a fun prison sequence. Saints Row 2's story was, like, shockingly kind of fun. I got Wilds and I thought I was insane at getting a little bored every time they try to throw plot at me. No, dude, I literally could not give less of a shit about the plot. And like, I felt like every time I hunted a cool monster, they're like, no, you can't do that. You can't hunt another monster yet. You have to like do this plot with this kid with horrible voice acting. I played the Spanish dub, by the way. So, like, I don't know how he sounds in Japanese or English or whatever you people played in. I played in the Spain Spanish dub, and it was just a grown man doing a squeaky voice to sound like he was 6. It was horrible. And I'm like, I literally, this kid could get thrown into a volcano. I wouldn't care. The story either has to be out of the way or good enough to justify me stop hunting monsters. Yes, I say this every time. I have very conservative views about stories and games. If you're going to waste my time... if you were going to waste my time with a story, it better be good. If your story's not good, don't waste my fucking time with it. Just let me play the game. the rest of the Spanish dub was phenomenal. It was just the main kid who unfortunately is the most important character. You do not know cuteness until you see your Palico with your Palico with a Spanish, or just speaking Spanish. It's so cute. Don't put a story, just have a story. Put it in because you have a story to tell. Exactly. That's why I love JRPGs, because they're story games, so they kind of have to try. But then, you know, then you play Hyperdimension Neptunia. Can I ask why you were playing in Spanish? Because I was learning Spanish. And also I had a crush on a girl who was from Spain. It was both of those. So yeah, no, I was learning Spanish at the time. I took a semester of Spanish. People forget that. I know a little bit of Spanish, you know? This gringo can speak a little Espanol, you know? Yeah, you get it, you get it. I guess, wait, is gringo, would it be gringa for a white girl? Gunga gringa. Lesbian learn Spanish the new fashioned way. Yeah. The unfortunate old-fashioned way. Because when it doesn't work out, you're just like, damn, I learned Spanish and I don't even end up dating a person who uses it. Fuck everything, man. La Grinch. I'm a native Spanish speaker. The moment I speak online, it becomes a personality trait. I love Spanish. I want to start studying it again really bad, but it's like I'm taking Korean next semester, and my Japanese still sucks after not really using it for 8 months. Story's got to be at least 2 of the 3, short, fun, meaningful. There's so much about creative writing that works that way. The rule of, like, you need to have 2 of 3. Anyway, let's move on. Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. This game sucks. I don't understand why people like this game. This game blows. I wouldn't even put it in half great, half ass. It's just all around. I did not have fun. The pacing is horrible. The gameplay, it's very slow paced. I will say it's so slow paced. I did not have the patience for it. And I don't know. I just like, yeah. It really just is that. It's Pokemon, but even slower. And then it's a story-based game, but the story has like no causation and is horribly paced. It's like, oh, here's 2 hours without anything happening. All right, now you're going to get 20 Shadow Pokemon in 30 minutes, and then you're going to go the next hour without getting any. And then, like, everything's a cat and mouse game. The game literally starts with you being like, go find your sister. Maybe she's at the lab. You go to the lab. Oh, she's not there. Go to the city. Maybe she's there. Or you go to the city. Oh, there she is. Now you have to go back home to tell people you found your sister. Or a thing where it's like, oh, you need to go to the professor who's made a thing for fixing our machine. Go to the professor. Oh, I don't have it. It's actually at town. It's still being fixed in the machine shop in town. Go to the town. Oh no. My dad who fixes it, he's visiting the professor right now. Go to the professor. Oh, we don't have it. We just left it at the shop. You need to do some other quests there to figure it out. Oh my god. Just let me go to one place and fix the bridge and go home, man. Like, why are we adding padding to, like, the padding part? Going to a fetch quest is already padding. Why are we adding padding to the padding, man? This is fucking crazy. People like this game? What are we talking about? Anyway. Game sucks. Yeah, and the Ori region's cool. I like Coliseum way more. I think Coliseum's a way better pacing and story. And I thought Infinite Wealth had padding. This sounds like a nightmare. It fucking sucked, man. There's a reason we never finished this series. Anyway, Tomodachi Life. Yeah, it's just good fun. It's novel. Like, I'm not saying it's nothing extraordinary because it's not unique. I'm just saying it's like, it's nothing that's going to like change your life. It's just a fun little game. That's kind of all I have to say about it. It's funny to put like Saul Goodman next to Donald Glover and see them have a barbecue together. And you go, wow, that's funny. I'll do that. I'll play this for another hour in 2 months and make a video that like nobody watches. And then you stop making Tomodachi Life videos forever. That's kind of how it goes, man. Tomodachi Chungus Life. True. True. Ooh, Silent Hill F. This one hurts me to say, but it is top of A. I so desperately want it to be an S tier, but it just isn't. The story is phenomenal. The nuance, like the themes and the nuance it tackles is so fucking beautiful. But goddamn, the last act of the game is a drag. Like, I remember the whole last 2 hours being like, damn, when is this shit gonna end? How many, like, sections of running down a path and fighting the pregnant monsters do I have to do before this game ends? And then the game ends and you get, like, the not really an ending, and they go, all right, now you gotta play the game all over again, but go out of your way for a side quest to get a good ending. And it's like, fuck you, man. This was already, like, kind of dragging as it went on. And yeah, you get, like, a sword that never breaks. They give you, like, a sword that never breaks, that does, like, okay damage, but it still takes forever to kill those, like, billion pregnancy monsters you have to fight at the end. And I'm like, fucking, just let me, like, do one thing an hour before the game ends and change my ending. Why do I gotta play the entire 10 hours of this again just to see what happens next? And just that, I hate it. I hated replaying it. Like, I loved the game, but, like, the fact that it got really tedious gameplay-wise at the end, and then they're like, now you gotta do it over again at least 2 more times. Because it's like, if you want to do the UFO ending, which I never even saw, that requires its own thing. Then it's like, you do one of the normal endings, but then after that, you can do, like, the true ending. So really, it's like 4, and then you can get, like, the other 2 endings by saving right before the, like, last, most tedious part. And it's just like, oh, fuck me, man. It's okay. Your game, like, your main story can be 7 hours long. You did not need to add 3 hours of, like, run and gun segments, man. It could be 7 hours long. I was expecting to play this over again, but now I don't want to. When you said Digimon Survive, I thought you were talking about Time Stranger, and I was about to be like, no, don't tell me it sucked. I was like, oh, Survive. No, I've heard about that one. Yeah, I've never even seen the other endings. I know what a couple of them are. There's one of them that I saw, like, straight women thirsting over, and I'm like, you did not play the same game as me. Media literacy cannot be this dead, but yeah, unfortunately, it is A tier. It was a runner-up for sure. Silent Hill F and Wilds, more so Silent Hill F, definitely. Runner-ups for Game of the Year, but again, just big flaws holding it down. No More Heroes. This game was really all around meh. I almost want to give it half great, half ass. No, it's got sauce. I'll give it that. It's got sauce. It has a really fun gimmick, like a very fun narrative and fun characters and gags. But everything from a gameplay perspective is the most miserable thing I've touched all year. It is so... like, you play it and you're like, oh, this feels like an indie game before indie games. Because you're like, oh, dude, that, like, the first contract, the first assassination was, like, pretty crazy. That was really fun. Oh, I have to do, like, lawn mowing minigames and, like, hack and slash grinding minigames for the next hour before I do the next one. And I have to drive around this map that's like 4 times the size of what it should be, because there's only like 5 buildings I can interact with, but it's like as big as, you know, one of the islands in GTA 4. It's like, oh, well, that wasn't a very good... Like, why? That wasn't a very good choice, now was it? Sometime out after this, but I need to get the statement out to a rare person who actually understand it. Why Legends ZA No More Heroes have the same progression structure. Holy shit, you're right. Oh my god, you're so right. Because it's a literally 10 minutes of thing, and then bullshit nothing for the next hour. Oh my god, you're so right, man. Holy shit, you're cooking with that. You're cooking. You're so cooking with that. Incredible Crisis. Yo, this game's fun. Great, but nothing extraordinary. It's very novel. It's yeah, it's kind of just all it is. It's just a really quirky game. It's very fun, has a very unique personality. Very nostalgic because that PS1 charm. The low poly PS1 charm. Very Japanese in all the best ways. Minus the cheating minigame. That part was a bit crazy, but Incredible Crisis is just a fun game. It's a good party pleaser too. Just be like, hey chat, you want to see this crazy game you probably haven't heard of? Puts on an Incredible Crisis. There's at least one person in chat being like, what the fuck? Are you doing a meet and fuck mini game at a Ferris wheel? And I go, yeah, I am. Seeing in the compilation video was a fucking jump scare every time. Good game, man. I need to continue it. Man, huh? Ooh, here we go, dude. 7th Dragon. Yeah. No, it's game of the year. It is my game of the year outside of 2025 releases. 7th Dragon was so good, and I'm so mad nobody talks about it. It has its issues. There's some weird, you know, like pedophilia in anime is a problem. But also, the ending is a bit strange. So like, it's definitely not like the ending isn't for everyone, but it's still a phenomenal game. I think it's kind of like go with it. 7th Dragon was such a fun watch. It's definitely up there my favorite playthroughs we've ever done on the channel. It's like that. It's like 7th Dragon, Pokemon Platinum, and there's another one. The Kirby ones have been fun. I've liked the Kirby ones, but there was just something special about 7th Dragon and Platinum that just hit different, you know? It's because I didn't do any of that stuff, but yeah, you can romance a character who's canonically 14. Which, like, yeah, they make your age kind of vague. Like, they never say how old you are, but it's like you can also romance the adult. So either way, you know, either everyone else is or you are, right? So it's a thing we just avoided. She was the only character I did not see the romance for. But yeah, no, 7th Dragon, phenomenal game, has really fun world building, super fun character building. Its story was, I don't want to say unlike anything I've ever seen, because it does follow tropes that have been done before. I mean, Chrono Trigger, for God's sake. But its take on time travel and like how that is used to change the trajectory of, you know, our future and stuff was really interesting. And also, I just currently in our current political climate, any game that talks about how important human willpower is fucking great. So, because we need more of that. And it's very much like, it is literally like the whole game. It's like, it could not get more hopeless and still the whole plot is the main character says, I don't give a shit. I'm like, I can't say much without spoiling stuff, but like, it gets fucking grim. Yet it just commits so hard to the whole, like, all you need is to, like, fight through it. Otherwise, you know, that's the only way we can make things better. And it's committed to that better than most games I've played. And it's so good. Please play it. It was so easy to set up on my real 3DS. So, fucking great. And it's not that long for a JRPG. Took us like about 40 hours to beat, probably, maybe a little below that. But I also took my time, so like realistically you could beat it in like 30. Super Mario 64, I'm just gonna play it safe and say it's not for me. It's a good game. It's a marvel of its time. It's impressive what they were able to do as the first 3D Mario and the things that they had the foresight to figure out. But I fucking hate this game. So it's not for me, man. Now Pokemon Snap though, I'm sorry, this is peak. I hate to say it, but Pokemon Snap original, peak. Short, sweet, simple premise, only 3 hours long. It's great. It's as short as it needs to be. It's full of a bunch of secrets. It is as wide as a puddle, but as deep as the Mariana Trench. And that's the type of games I like. That's why I love Kirby Air Riders. It's not worried about being this large, expansive project. It has a niche a niche gameplay loop, and it does it super well, and doesn't want to be more than that. Pokemon Snap is the world's first good Pokemon game. You're actually kind of not right, or kind of not wrong. Kind of not right. It does have Porygon. If she brings out the Deku voice during gameplay, you know she hates it. That means she's dissociating. I hate how you're not wrong about that. I do hate that you're not wrong about that. Luigi's Mansion. Luigi House Budget Mansion. It is amazing, but has one major flaw, and that major flaw is the booze and the backtracking. Holy fuck. An hour could have been cut off the end of that game, and I understand it would have only been 3 hours, but if it was only 3 hours, it would be right here with Pokemon Snap. But unfortunately, they have you get all those boos, and it is the most mind-numbing, tedious shit ever, and I hated it. But outside of that, fuck, this game was like so good. I thought it would be such a janky mess that people only liked because they grew up with it. I was so wrong. If it weren't for the booze and the backtracking and the last hour of the game, it would be an S tier. But that alone made me have such a bad time. Oh, Mario Galaxy. Fuck, where do I even put this game? I think it's half-ass, half-great. I think it's top of half-great, half-ass. It's got the aura, it's got the atmosphere. The base game is fun, but oh my god, like half of the stars in that game are so, like especially the post game, the purple coin missions are so fucking boring. Like you go through the main game to fight Bowser, and you're like, all right, like 80% of this was really fun. And then you get to purple coins and you're like, holy fuck, I literally wish I was dead. I wish I was dead so I didn't have to play this right now. I know I could just turn off the console, but like, I feel like it would be like quicker to turn off my power switch than the Wii's, because it's over there and I'm right here. Like, that's how I felt doing the post game of Mario Galaxy. It was so boring. Galaxy 2, at least the post game is hard, but this one, it's like, no, it's just, here's an open level that you move around slowly, find all the hidden 100 coins, and you have infinite time, and you're just doing this shit for like 20 minutes, and it's boring as fuck. There's a reason all the purple coin missions are like timed, like 3-minute missions in the second one, because holy fuck, man. Also, Rosalina's in it, so that's also the that's half great. I need to draw Rosalina. My alternate account has been revived. At least on Blue Sky it has. It's dead on Twitter. It's officially dead on Twitter. It's been found dead in Miami, but all I'm saying is maybe sometime soon. Rosalina will always live in my heart. Papa's Pizzeria. I think this goes right next to Baldi. Great, but nothing extraordinary. It's just a simple, fun game. I almost want to say half great, half ass because it's so fun, but it's also the most stressful thing I've ever played in my life. But I feel like that's not fair because that's a me issue. That's like a skill issue, right? But yeah, they're simple, fun games, man. It knows what it has one niche and it does it well. The Papa's games are so fun, but they cause me major anxiety. Yeah, they genuinely give me like PTSD of like working in retail. They're great, but they go on way too long to actually complete them. Does anyone actually complete the Papa games? I thought people just like boot them up for a couple hours in like their Discord calls and then call it a day. But yeah, next we have Kirby's Adventure. This is, I'm hoping, one of the lowest rated Kirby games I'll ever do. We are going to do a Kirby tier list eventually, by the way, because we're playing every Kirby game, all right? I'm committed. Say anything is committed, all right? I love Kirby. He's my new hyperfixation. I'm officially a Kirby fan. Air Riders brought back the spark, and let's just say, actually no, here's what it is. Air Riders was turning on the gas on the stove, and then Robobot was the match that lit the flame. That's what it was. Air Riders, I was like, damn, I forgot, like, Kirby has sauce. And I'm like, maybe it's just a Sakurai thing. And then we played Robobot, because I was like, I need more Kirby. And then, we played Robobot, I'm like, oh my god, I get it. I'm so sorry, Kirby. I've been neglecting you for the past 10 years. And I'm just like, fuck, I love Kirby. And it's so funny because the first Kirby game we played this year was Kirby's Adventure, and I hated it. Oh man, it's crazy. Kirby's Adventure, it was novel. You know, it was the first game to introduce. By the way, hold up. Ooh, listen to that. Oh yeah, break it down. Sorry, that's like one of the best songs in Epic Yarn. That piano riff, if you want to call it that. Fuck, it's so good. Oh, I can't wait to play Kirby's Epic Yarn. The torture room was really funny. I almost put it in the game, or in the game of the year, in the best of video. Dude, I was so sad. I meant to put Taranza at the Game Awards in the video, and I didn't realize until an hour before it went live, and I was like, fuck. God damn it. I gotta start making like YouTube shorts or something so I can use that, because I can't let that be lost media in the VOD channel, man. That was the only good part of the Game Awards, was Taranza dancing to Evanescence. But yeah, I almost put the Kirby's Adventure when I accidentally loaded the save before that one room. And but then I was cutting it down, and I'm like, dude, I was genuinely so angry doing this. I think I'm just going to like scare people if I put this in the video. Like, I think it's kind of a vibe killer, because I was so genuinely like, there was real anger in my voice. I was like, I don't like how I sound. I think I'm just going to leave this one out. Because I don't think the Kirby's Adventure is going to become a whatchamacallit, a video. Willow, thank you for the subscribey. Kabu, thank you for the subscribey and welcome in. How do you do? Yeah, Epic Yarn's really good. But yeah, Kirby's Adventure, it was novel, introduced copy abilities, forever transformed the game. But it's a NES game, and brother, NES games are not great. I was hate watching in another call and doing bad French impression every time Expedition 33 won something. Type shit. Oh, okay. Alright, Uma, let's talk about this. It's a B. That's really all I have to say about it. It's more so just Uma Glazers are going to be like, she hates Uma. She's never making an Uma video again. Fuck, I'm unsubscribing. But I mean, it's fun. It's a really fun game. It's nothing extraordinary. It's a number goes up game. Yeah. I like the pretty horses. I like being attracted to women and watching them follow their dreams, and seeing the number go up and my serotonin spikes a bit. It is a gacha game. Say what you will about Psy games being one of the good ones. Gacha's inherently an exploitative genre. We cannot overlook that. But out of the gacha games, it's definitely my favorite that I've played. So, yeah. It's a fine game. What happened with Unbeatable? General question. Oh god. I've ranted about the game so many times. It just had horrible pacing and the rhythm mechanic, like gameplay needed like another year of polish. 6 months, another 6 months of polish. It wasn't very readable, and the story was just very incoherent, and I did not like any of the characters going on. Like anything going on, I just I didn't care about anything happening. They don't even explain like why you should care about the story. I got like 3 hours in and still didn't even know like why we were doing anything we were doing. Damn, but gay people, listen, man, you can jingle keys, but like, you know. To quote Bo Burnham, I'm gonna laugh at jingling keys until I find out they go to a fucking Hummer. Not exactly how the joke goes, but that's the vibe, right? Did we even get to the gay people? Gay people were introduced, but not the fact that they were gay. Based on fan art, I think Penny and Beat are supposed to be a thing, but the thing is, I didn't care about Penny because I didn't understand anything about her character other than she was really snarky and always spoke like a Bond villain for some reason. I need more homoeroticism in good video games that also aren't gacha. Hear me out. Have an actual like gay representation instead of like queer baiting the queer audience to get their brownie points, but not scaring the homophobes to get their brownie points. Instead, actually committing to something. I think that sounds pretty awesome. Let's not get hasty now. Sonic Adventure 2, I replay this game every year. It's in every Game of the Year tier list, and it's always an S. It's just a good fucking game, man. I love Sonic Adventure 2. The story sucks, but it's a Sonic game. They're short 30-second cutscenes that suck, but they're funny to watch. The gameplay is sick. It's so fun to, like, try and get A ranks. It has the Chow Garden, which is endless fun. It's like, what if Uma Musume had a better game attached to it? That's literally, it's Sonic Adventure 2, man. It's fucking great. Mods make it even better, but even without mods, it's still an S rank. I fucking love Sonic Adventure 2. I still remember people got pissed that, like, Soldier 76 was gay. He is bi, thank you very much, unless they changed that. The guy might, even though it didn't impact them at all. Yeah. But yeah, it's just Sonic Adventure 2, man. Oh, here's the game I'm excited to talk about. Pokemon Platinum. So we talked about ZA earlier, and I had a lot of hate for ZA in my heart. So Pokemon Platinum, this is kind of a monumental game for me. In terms of like being a streamer. This is the first game we played all the way through, committed to after the Uma explosion. Pretty much this was the first playthrough I did on stream with like an audience. It's where a lot of you in chat now first showed up and first tagged along and have been here since. It's just like, this game is like a monument. It's like a milestone of like when this channel transformed for the better. Like, I don't know. It's just... from the perspective of streaming, it's been great. And then we played with the quality of life mod, and mamma mia, holy fuck, man. Making the game not so damn slow all the time. Having Pokemon that can follow you around. Adding all of the post-game content, which was boring as fuck, but let's be real, it always is in Pokemon because it's just spamming Pokeballs at a legendary until it rocks 3 times and clicks. You know, that's just Pokemon, baby. It's holy fuck. It was so much fun, and I'm so excited to start Soul Silver whenever I can finally. I'm stressed. Stop this music now. Hold on. Oh, menacing and intense Kirby music. Let's do aquatic Kirby music, please. Jesus Christ. But yeah, it's just all around. It was just such a fun game to revisit. I'm so excited to do Soul Silver whenever I finally finish the Platinum video, which I don't think it's going to be next month because I'm still only in the second of 7 streams to cut down, which were the shorter streams, and school starts soon. Soldier is gay, not bi. They made a short story years ago reflecting on his relationship with a man named Vincent, and the head writer confirmed he's gay. Oh, okay. I thought he was bi. Gotcha. But yeah, it was a good game. Already a good game, elevated even more by the quality of life mods. I am of the opinion that mods don't make a bad game good. You know, when people tell me Skyrim's the best game ever because of its mods, I'm like, then if you need mods to make it a good game, it's not a good game. But Platinum's a good game made better, right? Anyway, next on the list is Kirby Robobots. I think this is above Rise, below Sonic Adventure 2. Robobot was great. Robobot was great. I didn't care super much about the post-game. I didn't like Meta Nightmare. I can't lie, I'm kind of dreading the DDD post-game and Triple Deluxe, but at least it's different. Like I said, I don't like repeating things in games. I don't like it's the same reason I don't like boss rushes. And I said this the other day, I think while we were playing Triple Deluxe. I already don't like repeating bosses that I'm failing against in games. I don't like repeating things I've already successfully done. So when I'm just doing the levels I've already beaten again, especially after getting 100% and repeating half of them anyway to get like the things I missed. Yeah, I did not like Meta Nightmare. And, but that said, it's still a good mode. It's just kind of a not for me mode. The bosses were great. The new bosses were worth it. The True Arena was fun, and the new bosses there were cool, even if they were fucking mean. And also it reignited my love for Kirby. So yeah. Also, I'm putting Triple Deluxe higher up because as Taranza. But out of respect for art, Silent Hill F stays at the top of A. Does school being back mean no more Wednesday streams? Unfortunately, it does. Unfortunately, it does in fact mean no more Wednesday streams. I'm so sad. I'm so sad about that. Yeah, I'll have school and work Monday through Wednesday. And I actually will have school on Thursday, Friday. So I won't be tired as fuck during streams as well. Mercury, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Hello, hello. Yeah. Maybe if because we're going to do art after this. Maybe art streams I can try to do Wednesday nights, but I wouldn't count on it. Even then, the earliest I'd be able to stream on Wednesday is like back what we used to stream during the Platinum streams. So it would be like really late for almost everyone. Expedition 33 wins another tier, top of F. True. The gays are really going to hate me for this one, but I did get more enjoyment out of Expedition 33 than Unbeatable. I need to finish Unbeatable though, so maybe that will change, but yeah, if I could, I would like to have to be able to do 5 streams. It's not going to be realistic. But yeah, but I think Thursday, Friday streams. Thursday, I think my class ends at 12. Friday, I think it ends at 2. So Thursday streams would be normal. Friday streams have to end a bit later, or start a bit later. I think if you post this online, you die. Well, we're going to find out soon. I played Unbeatable when it was just a demo. I really hope the full game was going to be more good. That's how I've felt Or that's how, I'm sorry, I never played the demo. That's what I've heard. And playing it, I could see, it kind of felt like there wasn't, like, it felt like by the lack of polish that it probably didn't have much more polish than the demo did. But yeah. Yeah, Unbeatable has a lot of fans. In fact, I get a lot of Unbeatable content on my timeline. Which Jamie Page did a song for the game too, so. Which is a good song. It's a good song. But you know the gays on that shit, man. Damn, we're already on the last game. I feel like I played more than this year. I know I left out a couple games like Paper Mario and some other things I probably just don't remember. But Of the Devil, episode 0 specifically. We have not played episode 1. Episode 2 just came out. Unfortunately, it's going to be a bit before we play episode 1. This was an S tier, man. This was a good fucking opener, man. Even though I wasn't crazy about like how the episode ended, it wasn't bad. I just didn't like it, and I'm like, okay, but I'm curious enough to see where it goes. And a big thing about games is if I'm still thinking about your game like weeks after I played it, you did something right. And I've been thinking about this game ever since I played it. And I really want to play more, like so bad. So yeah, that's an S tier, man. Out of every game we played this year, funny enough, Final Fantasy VII doesn't count. This was my game of the year from prior years of 2024. I don't want any game I've played before being my game of the year previous releases, because I've played it already, right? It had its chance, and it was the first year that I played it. Final Fantasy VII, realistically, it's here, but I played it for the first time last year, so. Final Fantasy XIV was left out. Yeah, well, it's kind of because I was replaying, I only streamed it twice, and I was replaying a part of the game I've already played 50 billion times, and we didn't commit to it. And by we, I mean me. I didn't commit to it. So, yeah, I didn't really feel the need to include it. If I'd, like, played Shadowbringers this year, I would include it, but I didn't, so. But yeah, so my runner-up for Game of the Year from prior years... Wait, actually, when did Episode 0 come out? Because, was that this year? Surely it wasn't. It was! Wait! Okay, then damn. Unfortunate for this game. It was not going to beat Kirby Air Riders. But this was the runner-up. Probably a runner-up. I'm not going to lie. Where's my list? I'm clicking the wrong windows. I'm actually curious. So if it came out this year, what were the runner-ups, man? Yeah, Silent Hill F and Wilds, which were both A. Yeah, so this would have been my runner-up for Game of the Year behind Air Riders. That's crazy, man. I love Shadowbringers, but also you have a lot other than 14 you could be doing, so I totally understand. Yeah. That is how I feel. I think I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, I think I'm just going to like cut 14 out of my life because like I love it. It's one of the most fun, like foundational games for me as a creative person ever. But I just don't have time for it, man. And whenever I play it, all I can think is I wish I was either doing something creative or at the very least playing more variety of games to expand my horizons. You know? Like, and the time it would take me to beat Shadowbringers, you know, I could have played Triple Deluxe of the Devil, Halo 3, and Sonic Adventure 2, right? Like, that's such a wide variety of games right there that I played within the time it took me to play one expansion. That's kind of where I'm at. Anyway, this is a pretty alright tier list, I think. I'm sure nobody will have issues with it. Anything I would change? Robobot, Rise. Yeah, I think I want to put Platinum down a bit more. No, it's for the culture. The culture being this Twitch chat. It's for the culture. It stays up for the culture. Triple deluxe. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, I think this is good. I'm gonna put Bravely Default over Galaxy. I at least had more fun with Bravely Default than Galaxy. Adventure, XD, ZA. I'm gonna put XD over Kirby's Adventure just because it feels wrong putting it next to ZA. What I love is I feel like you could look at this tier list, and if you don't know anything about me, you don't know what the fuck I think about video games. Like, genuinely. Like, I think the one thing you could glean is that I like JRPGs, maybe. But then you see Bravely Default, and it's in half-assed, and you're like, fuck, wait. I can't get a read on this person. What the fuck? Happy New Year. Good luck in 2026. Thank you, Zay. Hope you have a good New Year as well. Thank you for hopping in. Yeah, no, dude, it's a shame I didn't get back into Final Fantasy 14 until like right after the pandemic. That shit would have gone crazy, but I was too busy playing the world's most mid Animal Crossing game. ZA next to Infinity Nikki feels like a hate crime against me particularly, but I'm also used to our taste not matching. ZA is just not a good game, man. Like, I don't know what to say. To be fair, if I was... Okay, so I need to clarify. I played Infinity Nikki for like 2 weeks after I got home from Japan. Like, a month before a bunch of bullshit happened with the game that I don't know about. So, like, I'm sure if I played it more, it would probably be an F. But you gotta understand, it has cute clothes. And that does it for my horny ass. I'm sorry, you can dress her up in cute clothes and cute skirts, and I go, fuck yeah, man. That's enough for me to be like, I see the appeal. All Animal Crossing is mid except for the first version you play. Nope. That's probably true for a lot of people, but not for me. I think GameCube and City Folk are both great. I think New Leaf is great too. Felt nothing from Infinity Nikki. Also never played Legends Arceus or any games since like Sun and Moon. That'll do it. Because Legends Arceus was such a big step in the right direction. And then ZA was like, what if we took all of the improvements Arceus made and ignored them? Like, it's insane how much they didn't keep in ZA that Legends Arceus had that made the games just better. All right, anyway, let's post this to Twitter. Shall we? Hold on. Am I logged into the right accounts? Okay. Yeah, we're good. All right. Just making sure. Before we, because we gotta, you know. Oh, there's the Squidward Blue Sky moment. I avoid Arceus because the screenshot was an ugly barren valley, but I heard it was really fun. Arceus is the best Pokemon game we've had, probably out of the 3D games, but doesn't say a lot. It's a good 7 out of 10. So, how to make sure it wasn't your alt. Yeah, especially because my alt's been really, let's just say, active. And by active, let's just say, I didn't have a joke there. All right. My tier list of games I played this year. Have fun, smiley face. I think have fun is a good. I think that's a good one. I think it's a good way to top it off. Does Blue Sky get their own special one though? Your post on Blue Sky got a lot of attention. See, Sonny, I knew you'd be the one to break the silence. Okay, so I want you to know, I was looking through my account because I'm thinking of deleting any OC art on my alt now that I'm working on my Alien Girl game. I kind of want to avoid people's first impressions being, you know, not their story, let's say. And I was scrolling down to see all my art, and then I saw that I was like, oh damn, I forgot that I did Honkai Star Rail fan art at one point, and then I remembered the flashbang of a chat message you sent during ZA, where I was like, that's literally like that's the digital equivalent of an FBI agent showing up at my door. And I was just like, holy fuck, man. That's not something. Curiosity got the better of me. I'm sorry for your loss. All right. The only nuanced gaming and 2025 tier list you will ever see. I feel like being really arrogant about it's going to be like going to really piss people off. And I think that's funny. We're rage baiting, all right? I'm fusing with my inner Coney right now. Let's just say you will see. Ever is a little too much. It's a little too harsh. You will see, I'm subtly implying that it's the only one you'll ever see. Because will still has a condition to it, you know? It has a potentiality to it. Should have done rage bait on Twitter. I think acting innocent about it pisses people off more on Twitter because they don't like people who are happy. Who are we going to piss off on Blue Sky? 50-year-olds? No, I'll probably piss off like sock dims who say that Expedition 33 is bad because it has AI art, but then won't actually talk about any of the downfallings it has as a game itself. All right, cool. Anyway, Alien Girl Pog. Dude, I draw alien girls all the time. Literally, hold up. Literally, hold up. This is my main OC, the main character in my Alien Girl story, man. She is also my wife. She doesn't have a canon partner because that's my job. No, in all seriousness though. What else do I? You know, let's look through my media tab real quick. This couldn't go wrong. Oh, remember this? Wait, hold up. Was I cooking with this? I didn't rage bait enough here. That's fine. Sorry. Oh, yeah, we got some alien girls. This girl's design is changing because I feel like the midriff is really excessive. I wanted to show off her alien ab plate, or not alien, robot ab plate, but I kind of hate how it looks now. So imagine her, but her sweater is a normal length. Then we got a McFreaking Shark girl. And then we got a McFreaking Ghosty Witch girl. Isn't that McFreaking epic? I still gotta draw the rest of the three. You were so close to putting the Neptunia. I forgot about that. Yeah. Watch them not see it's rage bait, but continue calling the Uma gameplay rage bait. No, I'm not over that one comment on the best of video. It's actually, I'm so glad. I feel so like vindicated right now. Vindicate, is that the right word? Is that /pause or /neg? What's vindicated mean? Hold up, I gotta open this in another window because I don't know what shows up if I type V. Yeah. Nintendo would have gotten mad at that one. Vindicated. Yes, vindicated. Okay, it sounds like a bad word, doesn't it? But yeah, I feel so vindicated because I saw that. I'm like, literally, I am the only person playing the game right now. Like, what are you talking about? I literally am playing the game well, and you're mad because I'm not following the meta that, like, a 30-year-old guy with too much time on his hands told you to follow on Twitter. Like, you're mad because I don't have Game Torah opened up every time I make a decision in this game because I raw dog it like a real gamer because I like to think for myself. You know, I'm sorry that, like, you know, when someone shows me a picture of a Pokemon game, I just Google Pokédex, Pokemon XY to go, oh, that's the Pokédex UI of X and Y, so it's X and Y. And you have to go, at Grok, which Pokemon game is this? Because you can't think for yourself. You have to have someone hold your hand through every single facet of your life, man. Like, sorry, like, We're just built different, all right? Your life is, you're a walking skill issue, and that's not my fault. I'm sorry to say it. Thought that was Goop Girl, but I love Ghost Girl. It is not. I do want to put a Slime Girl. I always said if I made a sequel, if I ever made a sequel, I would, I already have an idea for a Slime Girl character, but I gotta make the first one first, but yeah, there's a Dragon Girl, an Ant Girl, and a Bat Girl who's also a Clown Girl. Those are the remaining 3. Why'd I do this? Wait, what'd you say? Why is XE only an E? Wait, do I have it? Sonny, I know this is you, but I gotta stay authentic. I'm sorry. It's for the culture. Do I have it? Oh, there we go. All right. Whoop. Didn't mean to do that. Can this ramp be in the video? I don't think this is going to be a video, unfortunately. Also, you made your own wife? Yeah, man. Dude, listen, being an artist and, like, breaking the chains of cringe and being like, I can draw myself fucking my own OCs is maybe the most liberating feeling on the planet. Like, I know we're getting, like, R18 out here on this family-friendly Christian stream, but, like, genuinely, like, dude, I recommend it because it's probably better than, like, fentanyl. Anyway, that is our tier list. Where's the chat? There we go. That is the tier list. Here's what we're going to do. We're 2 hours into stream. We end the recording here.